Did you receive your economic stimulus payment this year? What? You didn't? What do you do? We interrupt this Facebook post to bring you the latest breaking news from the IRS. Oh, hi. My name is Nikki Young, and I'm an enrolled agent with Latino Tax Pro. We are an association dedicated to serving the needs of the Latino community through tax preparation training in both English and Spanish. Did you receive your economic stimulus payments this year? What? You didn't? What do you do? My son is a very good example. You see, in 2018, he was a dependent under my tax return. Now in 2019, he was not my dependent and filed single on his own. He qualifies for the stimulus payments, but has not received either one. Add to that, in March of 2020, he got married and his wife did get the stimulus payment. What does he do? The IRS has released Form 1040 for 2020, which includes line 30, Recovery Rebate Credit. What the heck is that? All it says is see instructions, which were thankfully just released. So here's the 1040 instructions for line 30. Now we know the Recovery Rebate Credit has to do with the economic impact payments we should have received. As the instructions state, you may be able to take this credit if you did not receive EIP 1 or EIP 2. So it does include the second stimulus. And your EIP was less than $1,200 or $2,400 if married filing jointly, plus $500 for each qualifying child, or your EIP 2 was less than $600. Again, $1,200 if married filing jointly, plus $600 for each qualifying child. However, you don't qualify for this credit if you already received your full EIP 1 and you already received your full EIP 2. Again, $600 or $1,200 for married filing jointly. Wait a minute. Does it say we're going to do another worksheet? Yes, it does. There is a worksheet to use to determine if a client is eligible to receive more stimulus payment if they didn't receive the full amount initially. And we do need to ask this of every client that comes into our office this tax season. Now, for our clients, that tricky part will be asking them if they received their stimulus check and how much was it. Ideally, they will bring in their Notice 1444 and 1444B. That shows how much they received. Now, I don't think anyone will remember to bring them in, let alone even remembering receiving them. I still haven't gotten 1444B as it is. But we will still need to ask each client how much they received and complete the worksheet. So let's follow along the questions. Question 1, can you be claimed as a dependent on another person's 2020 return? No, yes. Well, in my son's case, of course, that's no. 2, does your 2020 return include a valid Social Security number? Yes. Then you skip lines 3 and 4, go to line 5. And that's where you enter how much you are eligible for, $1,200. In my son's case, they're eligible for $2,400 filing jointly. And of course, they don't have any children yet. Look forward to that. As well as line 8 talks about EIP 2, $600 or $1,200 for the two of them. Again, no dependents to carry back on. And you go through here to see what they're eligible for. Now you end up at line 11 where you place your AGI for 2020. You see, this credit is calculated from your 2020 tax information, this year's AGI. Your 2019 tax information or 2018 tax information, if your 2019 was not yet available, was used to figure your economic impact payments. So going back to my son's scenario, here is what the worksheet filled out would look like. After questions such as can someone claim you or your spouse as a dependent, and do you and your spouse have valid Social Security numbers, our software has us putting the amount received by the taxpayers before the questions. So that pops up on our software and you have to put something in there. In this case, the spouse received her 2 stimuluses, but Aaron did not. So line 5 shows what they are eligible for EIP 1. Line 8 shows what they are eligible for EIP 2. Following through all the lines in the worksheet, you arrive at line 21, calculating they qualify for the stimuluses that Aaron did not receive. And this amount goes on line 30 of Form 1040. Now, what about mixed status families? A lot of questions around that. Do they qualify for any stimulus? Well, if one parent has a valid Social Security number, that parent will get the stimulus, as will any dependents with valid Social Security numbers. Both stimulus payments qualify, not just one. The parent with not a valid Social Security number, of course, does not qualify for anything. But if neither parent has a valid Social Security number, the dependents with valid Social Security numbers still qualify for the stimulus. So here's the worksheet for a mixed status family where both parents have ITINs, but the dependent has a valid Social Security number and is under 17 years of age. As you can see, the answer to questions 2, 3, and 4 is no. The parents don't qualify for any stimulus payments, so question 5 is 0 for EIP 1, and question 8 is 0 for EIP 2. But the dependent still qualifies for line 6 and line 9, which results in $1,100, $500 for line 6, $600 for line 9, and then $1,100 goes on line 21, provided, of course, they have not received any stimulus to date, and provided they are continuing under 17. And then again, that $1,100 carries over to line 30 of 1040. So thank you for your attendance and attention. We hope you found this presentation beneficial. If you want to see more topics in the future, be sure to like and subscribe. We'd love to have you visit our website at latinotaxpro.org or call us at 866-936-2587. Until next time.